plus fantastic savings. Trust Thrift Drug.
About 11 hours ago, we arrived here, and I'm getting my third win because it's getting kind of exciting now. The Gallagher Brigade is here, the 1st Brigade. Their theme and title will be Warlords of the Snow.
Yes, Captain Jack Walsh will be dressed as the War God of Snow, a spectacular costume of silver, blue, and white spangles, a large cape of blue and silver, and he's going to make a grand entrance as the War God of Snow. He's going to be riding atop a two-headed polar bear.
You know, the Gallagher Fancy Brigade is saying thank you to Captain Jack Walsh because Captain Jack Walsh is celebrating his 25th anniversary as captain of the Gallagher organization. Many, many years, over 40 years, a mummer.
No, they got to feel real happy
25 of those
tonight.
years as captain of this organization.
Of course, the Brigades are actually, in effect, string bands without the music. They're the newest, and to some, the most dynamic element of the mummers. Post-World War II phenomenon.
And they really like marching at night, Larry, because see how the lights glisten on those silver streamers. They put a lot of sparklers and streamers and glittery things on their costumes, and at night, the lights really pick that up.
You know, brilliant costuming and precision drilling are just a part of the Fancy Brigade's proud history. Tonight, John Facenda has a look back at their early days on Broad Street.
Just because the Fancy Brigades are the newest division to come up the street doesn't mean that they're newcomers to Broad Street. Back in the 30s and 40s, the Brigades marched among the keen clowns and trio jockeys, right behind the block-long satin capes. They were called groups back then, but even in those days, these men were known for their fine costuming and precision drilling. It seemed lost, though, among the taller, more massive entries of the Fancies. As the parade became bigger and costumes more extravagant, the Brigades put more time and money into their presentation, too. By 1978, they had earned a place for themselves in the New Year's Day lineup. While the comics clowned around and the string bands played their special brand of music, the Fancy Brigades looked to the world of fantasy, myth, and lost civilizations for their ideas. Like other divisions, tradition is strong among the Brigades. One of the oldest traditions is Serenade Night, the night when each brigade parades past the first place brigade clubhouse, paying tribute to the prize-winning club. Years ago, this ritual frequently led to a free-for-all brawl, but today, it is the way brigades show their respect for a job well done on Broad Street.
Hello, everybody. We are back live at 15th and Market. I'm Deborah Knapp along with Larry Kane and Frank Conforti, and we are all waiting for the Fancy Brigades to begin. 20 Fancy Brigades will be performing here. We're waiting for the first.
In fact, that was Captain Jack Walsh there atop the, you're going to see him atop a gigantic two-headed polar bear, be mounted on a float,
You know,
making their way through.
They're changing judges right now. That's why they're delayed. Judges changed from the string bands to the Fancy Brigades. And we saw a picture moments ago of some of the people sitting in the crowd here. And I know you saw it from the air. You got to see it up close. Everybody's comfortable. Everybody's having a ball. The temperature is 20, but it's hot. Tonight,
Here comes Gallagher for 1984. Warlords of the Snow. Captain Jack Walsh. celebrating 50 years as a mummer, 25 of those 50 years as captain of the Gallagher Fancy Brigade.
He first marched when he was only 3 years old. We saw some 3-year-old mummers today.
And he's got some polar bear excitement there tonight. Look at those teeth.
Great big polar bear, looks to be made out of feathers, white feathers. He is surrounded by polar bears as well, paying homage to him. He is the warlord of the snow. And all of these, excuse me, but all these men's faces are painted bright blue are on the ground.
47 years. 47 years as a mummer. Years.
50, yes. This is his golden anniversary, and he's celebrating his silver anniversary, 25 years as a captain.
Captain Jack Walsh and the Gallagher Fancy Brigade for 1984.
The crowd there, but